I'm here with Stan Muckenthaler, Director of Sales, KanEquip. Welcome.
Good to be here, Ryan.
I'd like to ask you some questions about the Satisfied program you use to manage the customer experience at KanEquip. How are you using the Satisfied program to drive improved customer value today?
Well, before we had Satisfied, we didn't have much way of really getting customer feedback for improving our business. And with Satisfied, we have individual surveys that come back from customers. We invite them to answer several questions about their sales experience or their service or parts experience. And then we use those answers to both give us a summary report by area and by store that we can look at, as well as we have the individual answers from those questions that we can take specific action on if there's a problem.
Can you think of anything recently where you took a specific action on a customer's comment?
Yes, Ryan. In fact, there was a customer last week that wrote in and they said that they had not received a manual for their equipment, and they had also asked for a couple hats, which sometimes people like to have. So I was able to call the customer and confirm that they didn't receive the manual and they wanted the hats, and we were able to get that to them pronto.
How was review of departmental performance done before using Satisfied?
Really, we didn't have any method of having any data, just if a customer called in to complain. But we had no idea whether customers were really happy or frustrated with their experience. So now we really try and our goal is that every customer that comes to KanEquip has an exceptional customer experience, whether it's in service, parts, or sales. And in the Satisfied surveys, we ask them, how satisfied with your experience, and we want the answer to be very well satisfied. And anything less than that is quite honestly not what we're looking for. So we have that information now, and we can take a look at the summary information monthly in our management meetings, and if there's specific situations, we can deal with those in a one-on-one situation.
Do you have a defined process that you use when a survey comes in that doesn't meet expectations?
Yes, we do. Each of the directors for the three functional areas, parts, sales, and service, receives the surveys from Satisfied. And we generally send those surveys. We determine which store and which individual may have serviced that customer for their particular experience, and then we forward that survey to the store and to the individual and let them know what the customers thought of their experience. So that one-on-one feedback, and if there's an issue there, such as a manual missing or something that we can fix, we take care of that situation right then. But then secondly, we take the summary information that Satisfied gives us each month, and we can take a look at that by, again, each functional area by each of our 9 locations, and we can compare ourselves against our peer group of dealers to see how well we stack up. And if we're not running in the 90% range, then we start talking about it and what we can do in terms of improving that customer experience.
Have there been any changes in your management culture since you started using Satisfied?
Yes, there has. Previously we didn't have a lot of information that we could talk about as a management team other than perhaps our financial performance. And now, since we have these metrics from Satisfied, we can include that in our management discussions. So we're not just looking at financially how well we're performing as KanEquip, but we can take a look at a view from the customer who is critiquing our performance, and we can use their insight as another benchmark for our performance.
So would you recommend Satisfied to another dealer?
Absolutely. There's a lot of frontline people at KanEquip that deal with our customers every day, but there's also people in the back office that don't. And it's amazing to see people's enthusiasm to learn what customers are talking about with KanEquip. And so even those people that don't talk to customers can have a appreciation for where we're going as far as driving customer satisfaction.
So I think what I hear you saying is that you also feel that this feedback from the customer helps drive culture at KanEquip?
Yes, it does. And like I mentioned, previously all we had were financial numbers to look at. So now, as part of what you might call a balanced scorecard, we can look at both financial information as well as what our customers are telling us.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with me about Satisfied?
The company has been exceptional as far as their service. Any questions that I've had have been promptly answered. Satisfied has provided us with some customized reporting. Given the fact that we're multiple locations and multiple vendors, we're more of a complicated company than perhaps many dealerships. And Satisfied has been always very responsive to my requests.
Stan, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Ryan.